more portable than a Switch.
Maybe. For me.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so Unspecial, having you fight against M.A.C. Let's get into it. So a big thing about this with fast fallers, so we saw it with Peach. This execution test is a lot harder. For Peach, it's like, you know, like trigonometry. You know, it's a little difficult. You know, you got to have an understanding of what to do, otherwise you die. You have a rough time with it. For fast fallers, we see a little more calculus.
Okay.
It's harder. It's rough.
Wait. You just described trigonometry as deadly.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like the barrier to entry is harder.
Okay.
To understand calculus versus to understand trig.
Yes.
So, for Spaceys,
Yeah.
the barriers to entry to succeed in this matchup or to mess up on this matchup are higher.
Yes.
Whereas for Peach, it's a lot simpler, but it's still dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because you can mess up, it's just a lot harder.
Did you have math fear growing up?
I definitely took calculus 3 times.
All right.
Because that is a rough one for me.
That's
but
okay.
I got it down. I'm loving what Unspecial's doing to Nana. He's just focusing her down. A big thing, if you neuter the Nana, I mean, it's really rough for Sopo to do much of anything. Because all of a sudden you have this this poor man's Luigi with a better up air. And you just cross up on his shield a lot. Because grab is so functionally necessary to their game plan.
There we go. Yep.
Digging the patience.
For all of this dodging to be worth it, Popo needs to land a hit.
Not today.
But that wasn't an option.
All right. Good shine. Big thing here is just like shine from platform conversions are very important. Being able to kill Nana and knowing how to do it quickly. Good there. Good spot dodge. I love that fade back in. That was almost a Lord Stomp for Falco. That was very good.
Nice. Okay, so took care of that problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, he needed to DI out on that down throw. Just barely misses that back here. Unspecial's doing a lot of good work coming around shield. He's mixing up his hit sequences on shield a lot too. We're seeing a lot of jab, jab, jab forward tilt, jab grab, jab shine. I'm really adoring it. Like seeing people change up and make you wait for it. Always good.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, gets that soft hit. Another funny thing that you can do if you have the Ice Climber separated as a Spacey is you can just forward smash towards Nana. If you time it right, you'll hit her every time. Because
she's walking right towards you.
Yeah, she's coded in on it. She has to do it.
Yeah.
And so it's just so comical to see people lazily forward smashing. All right, good tech chase here. Good follow through here from M.A.C.
Right, but then you got Popo on your back.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I mean, it's fairly low end lag, so I don't worry about it too much.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Off to the end of the rainbow.
Yeah. Another dangerous thing here is so because one Ice Climber can eat a laser and the other keeps going with their momentum.
Right.
Sometimes Falcos have to be very particular about how often they laser. Because if they laser too much and they laser in an unsafe area, all of a sudden they have this screaming Ice Climber child coming at them.
Yes.
It's a dangerous gambit sometimes.
Well.
Looks like he's doing well though.
I'm kind of impressed by how many Ice Climbers we've seen today.
You know, I think even though they've been falling off nationally, I think they've really started to have a resurgence at the mid-level. Yeah. Particularly because they have sort of the promise of...
Wobble?
I mean, in a way. It's very... That was a great down air reset. He's going to get that wobble. But the big thing is that you do have the ability to get this punish game immediately. Yeah. And so you see a lot of Ice Climber players...
milking it.
Yeah. There's a good saying in the DFW region where it's an up-and-coming Ice Climbers is only not up-and-coming after 3 consecutive periods of being on the PR.
I see.
Because there has to be a point in every new region where there is leniency for not knowing the matchup.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can get that.
Because sometimes you just get repeatedly grabbed and you're like, well, I guess I got to figure this out.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's one way to make it grow then.
Yeah. That's what leads to horrible monsters like Bananas. He is amazing. I absolutely love him, but he is so strong now. All right.
Yelling across. I think everyone's energy levels are starting to like.
Yeah, we're
lower.
dwindling down a little bit.
Yes.
It's past 5 at this point, almost 6.
Yeah.
This block's been speeding by for us. Been enjoying it though.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
it's nice talking to you.
Thank you.
All right.
It's a real pleasure.
I'm learning something new every time you open your mouth.
That's my goal, is to try to just facilitate the spread of knowledge for this game because.
Good.
Oh my goodness! He actually desynced
Wow.
Nana at a forward smash for him, but he didn't stay on ledge. So while it was cool, the total benefit was solely damage.
That is a sizable benefit.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely puts you in the up and up, but
Yeah.
then that happens.
It doesn't always. Yeah.
You know, we could have seen one less Falco stock instead of one less Icy stock. And at the end of the day, it's more about who has more of those little icons.
Believe it or not.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Scoop City, both those hammers hit like trucks. One of the fun things we do every now and again is we talk about how different characters are just different Ganondorfs.
Okay.
Ice Climbers are double Ganondorf. Peach is floaty Ganondorf.
Floaty. Okay.
Luigi is slippery Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Because they all hit very, very hard, and
Right.
it doesn't seem like they should, but
Right.
here we are. They're doing it.
Okay, but Ganondorf definitely seems like he should hit hard, right? You look at that man and you're like, oh no.
Oh, he's thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's got the gams.
Yeah.
You know. All right.
So, are you one of the mini Smashers who also played Smash when you were like 10?
I did, and I played Luigi. There was a brief period where I was the Sheik main, and now I'm a tried and true Luigi main once again.
Wow, that's quite like a cycle.
Yeah.
You got there.
I did the
Growth.
opposite of what most people do.
Right.
I went from a really good character to a pretty okay one,
Oh,
but I really believe Luigi's like super solid.
yeah.
Let's hit it back to the match though. Unspecial holding it down. Got booty grab, followed through on jab down smash. Good.
Off the top? No, not
No.
today.
Falco's is a little bit worse and a little bit nuts. It's a little bit easier to DI too because it's not as fast. That second hit comes out a lot slower than Fox's. So when you feel the first one, smack that stick to the right or left.
I liked the backwards approach to the ledge, but
Yeah.
Falco got around it.
Yeah, for Ice Climbers, it's tricky to grab ledge because you have to desync Nana actively. Otherwise, she just falls off with you.
Yeah.
And so you got to be a little particular with it. And most people either jump desync her or go for a like ice block desync to be able to do it. Oh, she didn't sync up. That is really unfortunate. The range at which she actually goes and does it for you is pretty rough. All right, yep, Shine out shield. Unspecial hasn't been dropping those. Yeah, those have been consistent.
I feel like Mac just is not sure what to do as a solo Popo.
Yeah, I mean he's just fishing for that grab.
Yeah.
He's pressing the Z button,
Yeah.
which is kind of the tried and true method, and he gets hit out of it. Doesn't SDI into the stage, but was
Ouch.
probably shooting for a ledge dash there.
Yeah.
All right, Unspecial taking it out. Pretty solid stuff.
Nice. Good to see him drinking water. People always forget to hydrate during tournaments.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Basically, yeah.
That's what we always say.
Yeah.
It's important.
I don't know who we is, but I agree with the we.
The ubiquitous they, we, you know.
There's definitely like a cute image of Kirby out there that just says like drink water, and I agree with that Kirby.
That Kirby, most Kirbys are pretty agreeable.
I think that's like the defining character trait
Yeah.
of Kirby. Like literally.